Welcome to part 2 of the pig dissection video. Now let's look at the reproductive system. I'm going to cut through this bulge here in the groin area. Now you can see these two dark sac-like structures. Now I'm going to cut one of these open. So now you can see the male reproductive organs, because this pig is a male. This round ball-like thing here is the testis, which is where sperm is produced. And this banana-shaped structure that kind of cups the testis here is the epididymis, which matures the sperm cell and also stores them. There's also this tube-like structure right here, and this is called the vas deferens, and it transports the sperm from the testis to the urethra. So now that we're finished with this, let's move up into the thoracic cavity. So just cut deeper along this line we made earlier with a scalpel or a pair of scissors. But be careful not to cut too deep because you might damage some of the structures. I'm cutting through the ribcage right now. In a fetal pig, the ribcage is actually mostly cartilage, which will eventually ossify or turn into bone. So just cut it open and then use your hands to just push it open further. So right here are the collarbones. Just cut between them and pry it open with your fingers. So here you can see the heart. But before we get to the heart, take a look at this structure, not this one. This structure right above it. It's sitting just above the heart, kind of like a little hat. This is called the thymus, which plays an important role in the immune system. The thymus produces T cells, which is a type of immune cell that helps destroy infected or cancerous cells. Now this shiny membrane that covers the heart is called the pericardial sac, and it's kind of like the heart's own little room. The heart beats within this pericardial sac so that it can beat without friction, because it's really slippery on the inside. So now I'm going to cut open the pericardial sac. So now we can see the heart. The heart pumps blood throughout the body to circulate nutrients to all the cells in the body and also to dispose of waste from the cells in the body. The mammalian heart, found in both pigs and in humans, has 4 chambers. You can see them here. The 2 atria are beneath these dark flaps at the top. And here are the 2 ventricles. This diagonal line is a landmark to divide them. So here's the right and here's the left ventricle. On either side of the heart are the lungs. So here's a lung and here's another lung right here. The lungs are not in use in a fetal pig because the uterus is filled with fluid and all the oxygen needed is delivered through the umbilical cord. However, once the pig is born, the lungs function in gas exchange, taking in oxygen and removing carbon dioxide. Now down here is the diaphragm, this flap of muscle here, which is the muscle that helps the lungs inflate. When the diaphragm contracts, it moves downwards like this, which creates negative pressure in the thoracic cavity here. This results in air rushing into the lungs because of that pressure gradient. This is called negative pressure breathing. Now this diaphragm here is also the muscle that causes hiccups if it spasms. Now above the heart is this oval-shaped structure. This is the thyroid gland, which controls metabolism. If you move that aside, you can see the trachea here, or the windpipe, This is where the air enters the body to reach the lungs. You can see that there are these cartilage rings. These are rings that help prevent the trachea from collapsing. If you feel along the front of your neck, you can actually feel the rings of cartilage in your trachea as well. The esophagus, which is where food enters, is behind the trachea. I'll try to lift it up, but I'll have to dig around a little bit. So there we go. There we go. So that's the esophagus. Above the trachea, you can see the larynx, or the voice box, this bulb right here. Air passing over the vibrating cords within the larynx produces sound. This is significant when you consider that the scream of a frightened pig can measure 115 decibels, which is louder than a jet engine. Now I'm going to cut up towards the chin. So now you can see the soft, spongy things near the chin here. These are the salivary glands, which secrete saliva into the mouth. Now this structure here is the masseter muscle, which moves the jaw of the pig. Alright, that's the end of our fetal pig dissection. Thanks for staying, lads. Some more fun facts about pigs to send you on your way. It is physically impossible for pigs to look straight up into the sky. Due to the anatomy of their neck muscles and the position of their spine, the movement of their head is limited and restricts them from looking straight upwards. If you missed part 1 of our pig dissection, check it out here. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe for more.